I'd love to explore like what hot monogamy is, or how do you define it, or like how one can manage that scheduling thing and
Yeah, let's go there. So, to take us down that journey, let's go back to a journey in time and really talk about like monogamy and like where monogamy came from to begin with.
mm, mm.
So, if we look at ancient cultures, and this is how I would define traditional monogamy. So, this is, kind of an answer to your question around like, what is hot monogamy? What is modern monogamy? So, traditional monogamy is what everybody thinks of. And traditional monogamy, we can date back to even pre Greek and Roman time. But Greeks and Romans did a really good job of saying, like, okay, this is the new kind of like legal and societal norms. And they really were preaching that monogamy was for everybody except for the elites. And the elites could, have their concubines and excess lovers and, all of that. So it was like monogamy was for like,
See,
yeah, uh-huh. Interesting, right?
what? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So like all the commoners did monogamy, all the elites did whatever they want, essentially. And so then bring in Christians and Christianity, and that's where like more the monogamy from a standpoint of like dogma and stability and just kind of like it was all about like stability and traditions and raising kids. And so it was all around like children and that family unit, again, stability. Monogamy was also taught a lot, like it was a huge movement during like the agricultural time period, in part around like we have to have kids and we have to these large families and we have to stay together because we have agricultural demands.
Yeah, we need some hands on the farm.
That's right. That's exactly right. And we see that in the industrial age too. It's like, but everything was all about like that stability of the family. How do we get as many jobs done as possible? Everybody has their roles. And that's like the foundation of monogamy. So if we like are taking a step into that and we're like, okay, but where in any of that is passion, is pleasure, is desire, is like talk about sex other than like a lot of obligation and duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, modern and hot monogamy, the way I define it, is really about saying, yes, like there's beautiful parts to all this stability, great foundation, but it shouldn't be at expense of the passion, the desire, the pleasure. So it's saying keeping all of that stuff that I personally believe is fundamentally great. Like I love being in a stable relationship, but then adding all the hotness, adding all the pleasure, adding all the passion to it.
I'm Kristen Birdwell, and this is Sex, Drugs, and Soul.